What's up? Welcome. Let me see. I have to always look. Where's the camera? This your girl, Money, and how I lost my mind. So today is Saturday. We're going to do a little self-care. And I'm combing my hair. I combed it a little bit earlier. It was a little bit more nappy than this. But it's a little bit flaky because I had gel in it. But I'm going to do twists. And we have the infamous Blue Magic. So we're going to do a twist out. My first set of twists for 2020. Because usually I pay $35 to get my hair twisted. And I have nothing but the top of my hair. And I don't think I should be paying that much. So they said, if you want something done, you better do it right yourself. So, I'm not going to do completely straight, perfect parts. Also using Got to Be Glued, Ultra Glued. This usually don't flake my hair, but that Econo Gel does. So they said, make sure you do it this way. Oh yeah, these gonna be bomb. Oh, I forgot to put the rubber band on it. So this is my first time in 2022, like trying to twist my hair. Usually pay $30 for a haircut and a twist. So that's really affordable. But my hairdresser and barber, they usually do my hair, wash it, everything else. She left. She had to move on. So with that being said, your girl got to become independent and learn how to two-strand twist her own hair. Okay, next time I'll put the rubber band on first. Gonna do it. And also gonna use this is Oars olive oil. This is hair dress infused with castor oil for strengthening. That right there. So use a little bit of that for moisturizer. And use the Got to Be Glued to keep them in place. Forgot the rubber band. So I looked on YouTube to figure out how to do this. May or may not be doing it right. But I'm trying. And that's all that matters. So I was going on Facebook Live at first. But I'm thinking, why not make a YouTube video? Oh, look at that curl, baby. You about to be fine. Fine girl. I think I should put a rubber band at the bottom. Because if not, it'll travel up the braid. So, let's talk about my hair journey. When I first cut my hair, because it's shaved around the back and on the sides, I had an abusive relationship. There was a guy that said, you're never going to leave me. And I remember the first time him trying to put his hands on me. And I'm like, too many women in my family stayed when they should have left. And the one thing that I said I would never take is physical abuse. Even though for years, I stayed in a mentally abusive relationship. So his grandmother was like, don't go to jail. He has nothing to lose, but you have your whole life ahead of you. And it stuck with me. So he would continue to taunt me. And when I got out the military, like 5 years later, he was talking to a Caucasian female. And she was like, I love you, I love you. And I was like, he done broke someone else's heart. And she was just like, he was cussing her out, degrading her, humiliating her. And she said, I have your baby. You should treat me with respect. He said, ho, I'm going to make you mad. So I hope you lose your baby. And he didn't really want children with her. After he done had sex with her, lied to her, manipulated her. And I saw this. And I remember watching Oprah. And then Oprah, Iyanla was, I don't know how to say her name right. So her, the lady on Oprah, the one who saved my life. And she said, when you're in an abusive relationship, you have to leave. But everyone else sees it. Your family sees it. Your loved ones see it. But you just don't see it. You think that if you love a person, they'll love you back. Or if you're nice or you stay loyal, they'll be there. And that's what Ace metaphor said. It was like, maybe if I'm strong enough, if I'm wise enough, if I'm beautiful enough, one day they'll see that I'm a good woman and reward me for reward me for being loyal. So what happened, I was with a boyfriend, and he was not a good boyfriend. I come to find out he was a pedophile. And me being molested as a child, it was crazy. It was crazy that I was with a guy who I found out was a pedophile and I was molested as a child. And he told me the girl was 16 and he was 21, and she lied. And I believed him. But I looked at the police report because I was cleaning up one day, and I asked God, I said, should I be with him? And God will show you if you have a question. They say you have not because you asked not. So what happened, I looked at the police report and the girl was under 14. So he molested a child. So I remember going back to the previous story. I was with this guy and I chose a bad guy. And I know you may be thinking, how do you choose these bad men? Because what I thought in my mind was, you're only strong as your weakest link. So if you strengthen the weak links by helping them, the community will be strong. So I was with these men who basically crippled my reputation, and I thought I was helping them. I'm giving them hope. I remember when I needed love, and I desired love. And I thought that if I showed a man enough love, one day he'll reward me by loving me back. And that never happened. I just got abused, used, and manipulated. So with that being said, life goes on. So I was with the guy, and I had scissors. And I remember grabbing the scissors from when the first boyfriend tried to put his hands on me. And I grabbed the back of my hair and I chopped it. I chopped my hair and it fell to the ground. And I remember the guy who was a pedophile, the current boyfriend at the time, in 2015, saying, "What did you do? Why did you do that?" And I looked at him and I was breathing hard because I couldn't believe that I did something that I wanted to do since childhood. I couldn't believe that I chopped my hair. I couldn't believe it was gone. My hair was all the way down my back. It was curly, it was long. As you can see, I have a curl pattern. And I grabbed the scissors again and I chopped. And I chopped in the front. Because I said if I chop it in the back, I can shave the back and do a style. But if I chop it in the front, I will hit the point of no return and I have to cut all my hair off. So that's what I did. I cut it all off. I chopped the entire hair. I just let it fall to the ground. And everyone was like, "Your hair was so beautiful." I said, "Hair can grow back." But just like Iyanla said, make a moment and make a decision to never go back. And every time that I cut my hair, I realized I would never be in another abusive relationship again. No. I won't take abuse. I won't take manipulation. I won't take... This stuff is really good. Bam. And this is not a promo. They need to hire me. Because look at these curls, baby. They popping. They is popping. So I remember feeling like I hit the point of no return. And I realized that I would never, ever be in an abusive relationship again. I remember in 2020, the hardest year of my life. I was in a relationship where the guy, he was like a mama's boy, and he used to always come to my house and come to my driveway and stop at the driveway. And then he showed me the finer things in life. He would walk in the mall with me and talk to me and make me feel like a woman. And we would have a lot of intercourse. He was the biggest man I ever had. So to myself, something didn't feel right. So here I go talking to God again. I said, "God, it felt right at the moment, but something was missing. I didn't know exactly what, but something was missing." So I asked God, I said, "God, is this the man for me?" And God, once again, showed me to look at his Facebook. I looked through and I saw a picture with him with a female. And I was like, okay, I didn't think much of it. So I continue. And this is another guy. This is a third guy. First guy that I fell in love with, well, no, the second guy that I fell in love with after my divorce. And I remember him saying, I'm going to introduce you to my son. And I'm like, okay, that's a big step. He loves me. And thinking to myself, he loves me. He's going to introduce me to his son. We're going to live happily ever after. So no drama, no hurt, no pain. So what happened? I met his son, and his son was really shy. And it was like the picture perfect relationship on the outside. A lot of sex, a lot of movies, a lot of getting to know each other. I'm thinking to myself, all is good. So one day after I prayed, I looked at his Facebook and I saw another female. But I didn't say anything. He was a mama's boy, so he went to go see his mom. And he wanted me to come to meet his mom. And I'm like, I can't meet your mom because I got an exam. I got to stay here. And he got really upset. And he was like, I want you to meet my mom. I want to start life right. And I'm thinking, I pay about $3,000 per class. And it's exam time. So we can fly out another time. He was like, well, no, I have to work. And I said, I have school. So you're trying to better yourself by making a living, and I'm trying to better myself by educating myself. So I saw the picture, and I never thought nothing of it. I really didn't ask him no questions. I didn't pressure him. I'm like, okay, well, it is what it is. And then he had me sleep on the couch. And I'm thinking to myself, this is a big change of events. And he said, well, I asked my mom, and she said, it's not fair that I do this, but I want to be celibate until marriage. And I said, that's really good, but it's really weird that all of a sudden you want to be celibate. Like, what's wrong? What happened? And he said, I've been praying, and God told me to be celibate. And I'm like, but you said you love me, and what changed? And then he looked kind of distraught. So I remember feeling sick, and I was like throwing up, nauseous. And I went to the doctor, and I said, I don't feel well. She said, are you pregnant? I said, I don't think so. I have unprotected sex. But I'm with one guy, and he has one child, and if I was, I wouldn't be mad, but I'm not planning to get pregnant. And it was after I had 5 miscarriages before. So I tested negative, and she gave me some medicine for my stomach, and I found out that he gave me something that I didn't want because he was cheating. And I knew he was cheating because we didn't have anything when we started. But then we got something. And me taking the medicine from the cheating and the STD, STI, as they call it, I let him go. But come to find out later, I really was pregnant. I'm crying a tear. I don't know if you see my eyes watering up. I was with him and I loved him. And because he wanted to be with someone else, I lost the baby. And that's why he wanted to be celibate, because he felt bad. He felt bad that he was with another woman. And it all came together in the end. The picture, the distance that he had, the calls, the lying, the questions of where are you? And what he used to be like, well, I'm here. Now it's like, oh, well, I'm just relaxing, I'm chilling. Very vague, very answers that were kind of interesting. And I thought to myself, not again, because it happened with my ex-husband. And I was depressed. And I hit the lowest point of my life. Well, the second lowest. The first is when I actually lost my mind. And not only did he give me a STI, I lost a baby. That's hard for me. Because if a person make a decision to do something, that's their decision. They're an adult. But if it hurt a child, that's a whole nother level. I never really grieved for my first miscarriage, my second miscarriage, my third miscarriage, my fourth miscarriage, or even my fifth miscarriage. I'm a high-risk pregnancy. I was molested as a child. It was hard for me to carry the turn. So, the sixth one, maybe I should start from the beginning one day and go through each individual baby. But the sixth one was really hard for me. The second one and the sixth one. Because 6 means human. And I remember crying to God and said, send me somebody. So, I don't want to tell all the story at one time. Like, especially now, because it's around October. And that's usually when I would have my miscarriages. And the reason why is because birthday sex. My birthday is the 4th of July. And now is the time where, you hit the new me, independent, want a man but don't need a man type attitude. But would love to have a man. And I would date men who were raised by their mother, because I was raised by my father. And the more that I think about it, look at them, they popping. The more I think about it, I was very masculine and they were very feminine in nature. My first boyfriend happened to be gay. My homecoming, the guy that I liked was gay. And knowing that I prefer men, but I prefer soft, gentle, don't yell. But now I'm realizing that I need a man who's confident, and strong. Confident and strong. So, I like this thing. Self-care. I'm probably going to try to do this every 6 to 8 weeks. That's pushing it. That means I gotta take it out. Well, if I take it out in 6 weeks, I can do a takeout and leave it in for like maybe another 2 to 3 weeks. Man, I'm starting to cramp up. I'm getting old. That's cute. This is my first time. Maybe I didn't do it 100% like textbook answer. But I learned the thing that was wrong that kept me in a relationship. I'm crying. I didn't even know I was crying. I guess I'm hurt. I'm in pain. It's around that time of the year where I feel. I feel human. I feel emotional. The loss of a child is never easy. It's never easy. And I was doing it before where each day I talked about a baby and how I lost it. I think I'll tell this story again, but we're going to start way back from the beginning. Because if you're going to tell it, you might as well tell it right. Almost done in 30 minutes. So it'll be a little bit over. Because I got to hang down and they keep slowing me down. Slowing down the process. But, life is good. So we talked about abusive relationships, how they're not good. We talked about starting over and making a decision to change. Like when I cut my hair. We talked about self-care. Something as simple as twisting your hair instead of paying someone to do your hair. Learning on YouTube. We talked about, I think this could be one braid. Especially when you're tired. So with all that, we went through my emotions, how I cried, and how life happens. But you grow, and sometimes you know. So the more that we do this, the easier it'll become. Usually I have a script and I stick to what I say, how I say it. But today I felt a little bit emotional. I didn't even know I was hurting. But how I lost my mind. Dealing with miscarriages, marriages, mistresses, manipulation, mayhem, and everything else. So with that being said, I'm done. And that's my twist out. Thank you. Deuces.